Hello and welcome back everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel Student Notemate. Here inside of today's video, we are going to discuss about the summary of the story, The Mirror of Matsuyama in English. If you are searching for the summary of this story in Nepal language, then please go to the description and click the first link in the description, and then you will be redirected to the story which will be described in Nepal language. So let's start today's video. Long time ago in an ancient days, lived a man and his wife in a remote village of Japan. They had a beautiful little girl whom they loved very much. Their name cannot be told as it has been forgotten because it is a very old story, but the place they lived is Matsuyama, which is in Ichigo province of Japan. One day, on the occasion of some business matter, the man was called away in a distant place, Kyoto. Because the place Kyoto is too far away from where they lived, so it was difficult for the man to take his family with him. Before going on the occasion of the business, he told his daughter that if she behaved nicely and was dutiful to her mother, he will bring some beautiful dolls as a prize to her. The mother had never been far away from her home. The farthest she had been is next village, so she was frightened of her husband taking such a long journey. But she was proud too on the other hand. Then the man left his city and his wife and daughter watched him leave. After a long period of time, hearing about the return of her husband, the woman starts to get herself as well as her daughter ready in order to welcome the man. She dresses her daughter with a beautiful dress and she herself wore a pretty blue dress which her husband liked very much. When she saw her husband arriving safe and sound, she was very happy and delighted. Along with that, the little girl laughed and clapped her hand in delight of seeing her father because it had been long time since she saw her father. Then the man went to his house and then he took off his hat and sandal off and he sat on a white mat. Then he starts to open a bamboo basket from which he took out some wonderful doll and lacquer box of cake. And also he took out a metal mirror which he handed to his wife as he had bought it as a present to her. The one part of the mirror shined brightly while the other part was designed with birds and flowers. When the woman was looking in the mirror, the husband asked her what she saw there. She was really amused that a pretty woman was looking at her. Her lips were moving as she was talking to her. She also added that the woman in the mirror had worn same pretty blue dress as hers. Then the husband tells her that it was her own face she was seeing in the mirror. The wife was really pleased with the present she got and she kept on looking it for many days. The family then stayed happily. Many days and years passed away, and no longer after the happiness of the family, the woman became very ill. Her daughter took deep care of hers and waited for her to become well. But the time for the woman had come to an end. Just before her death, she called her daughter and said, "Take good care of your father after I am gone, and take this mirror and keep it secretly. Whenever you feel lonely, just look into the mirror. There you will see me." Having said all of this, she died. After a year of death of the woman, the family of the man persuaded him to marry with another woman. He then marries with another woman. Even if the girl was kind and gentle to her stepmother, she was not kind towards the daughter. The stepmother grew jealousy over the child because her husband loved the child more than herself. The girl was deeply unhappy and then she tries to remember the words said by her mother before dying. She then remembers to look into the mirror. When she looked into the mirror, she saw the face of her young and beautiful mother. Every day she used to look into the mirror and get comfort by looking at her mother's face. One day, when she was looking into the mirror by sitting in a corner of the room, the stepmother saw her looking at the object and thinking the child was casting a magic on her. Not long before she saw the child's activity, she went to her husband and told, "I am afraid of your daughter. She was performing some black magic by making my face on it and by sticking pins into it. Not only this, she also added that the child sits in the room every single morning and evening. She sits there casting magic and trying to kill me. When the man heard about this about his daughter, he then immediately went to her room. When he entered the room without any notice, the girl saw him and immediately hid the mirror into her sleeves. Because she had promised her mother to not reveal the secret of the mirror to anyone. By looking at the feared and confused face of the child, the man was more suspicious towards her. He asked, "What are you hiding under your sleeves?" The girl had never been scolded by her father like this. After hearing angered voice of her father, she couldn't even speak up. Then he suspected even more when she didn't even speak up, because he knew that there was something wrong with the girl and she was in fact casting a magic into her stepmother. Then the girl had no other choice to reveal the secret of the mirror. Because the girl had promised to not tell the secret of the mirror to anyone, she was too afraid to reveal the secret of the mirror. Then after gathering some courage to reveal the secret of the mirror, then she says, "I'm hiding the mirror which my mother gave during the time of her death. I look into the mirror every single day and night when I get sad, and it helps me to get comfort. I see my mother every time I look into the mirror, which gives me comfort even more by looking at her." After hearing all this, the man loved her even more than before. He was touched by her simplicity and kindness. Not only him, the stepmother too felt pity towards the child and loved her. The man was touched, and he then remembers the daughter looked exactly like his wife. Now that he had known every single thing about what the daughter was doing, he was really ashamed and asked the girl to forgive her. The girl was too kind, so she forgave her stepmother and her father as well. After this, she forever departed from her home. And this is the end of the story, The Mirror of Matsuyama. This story, The Mirror of Matsuyama, is a Japanese folktale in which the girl lost her mother in the early days, and her father marries another woman whom didn't love her very much. And she always kept on looking at the mirror which her mother had given her, because when she felt sad, she looked in the mirror, and by looking into the mirror, she saw her mother every single time, which gave her comfort in the time of her sadness. So this will be the end of the video. I hope you guys like the story, summary of the story, and feel free to leave your comments in the comment section. And if you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel Student Notemate to help us grow even more. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Have a good day everyone.